this is the radio for you, and of course, this is the radio
Giving you your
for
daily
me.
doses of
Yes, so
entertainment
welcome
on
once
news,
again.
politics, health,
Going straight to the
sports,
newspaper headline
lifestyle,
this morning
and everything else
on
in between. Join
your
your host every
station.
weekday
We are
right
moving
here
straight
on
to the
Penradio.
newspaper headline for today. And of course, I have the Vanguard newspaper before me this morning. And on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, how Okpebolo floored Igodalo with 44,012 votes. 44,012 votes. And then some writer there says a new Edo is rising. Governor-elect. Okpebolo win 11 of 18 local governments. Igodalo 8, Igodalo 7, Akpata none. PDP cries foul back Governor Fintiri, insists Igodalo won. CSOs express concern, say coalition disruption affects result credibility. Yes, you can get the full gist of that headlines on page 5. Away from that, I have Tinubu orders crackdown on cyber criminals, transnational car thefts. Get the full gist of that story on page 8. Federal government free 6 of 1,400 hashtag end bad governance protesters. Get the full gist on page 6. And then we have marketers optimistic of lifting Dangote petrol directly as scarcity persists. Get the full gist on page 8. And then we have Remi Tinubu's 64th birthday. CAN urges federal government to fix bleeding economy. Get the full gist on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Lagos government, Dangote refinery disagree over parks call-up system for trucks. Get the full gist on page 22. Afe Babalola to federal government allow Dangote sell petrol at lower rates. Get the full gist on page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Effort to silence us will fail. That's coming from NLC president. Get the full gist on page 9 as well. And of course, on the sports story, I have a Bata Joshua hints at dubious rematch as Enan confirms rematch clues. So get the full gist on page 30 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Still on our national daily for today, yes, I have NDLA intercepts 16.1 billion naira opioids in Lagos. And then we have Adamawa confirms cholera outbreak as 15 persons confirmed killed. We have 21-year-old in police nest for discreting grave to steal iron's rod. Then we have beggars now keep late night to meet targets. That's a serious issue. Get the full gist of those stories on page 6 and page 7 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Moving on, I have a Tinubu order crackdown on cyber criminals, transnational car thefts. Loud EFCC for returning stolen vehicles to Canada. Marketer optimistic of lifting Dangote petrol directly as scarcity persists, says pricing remains a big issue. US consulate throws weight behind Nigerian creative industry. Copyright Commission cracks down on book piracy. Enugu to boost SMEs with major trade fair. Remi Tinubu's 64th birthday. CAN urges federal government to fix bleeding economy. Nigeria may continue to stagnate if APOSEC General Ibrahim. Efforts to silence us will fail, says NNPCs, and he says he will honor police invitation on a Wednesday. Our socio-economic dilemmas require urgent attention, says NES. Get the full gist of those headlines on page 8 and page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Still on the Vanguard newspaper, have Afe Babalola's federal government allowed Dangote to sell petrol at lower rates. Bags outstanding achiever of all-time award. 2027 poll, we will move against non-Lagosians. Olarewaju ex-communications minister. Lagos lose it to promote NMT infrastructure development. 11 FASU Games, LASU, Unilag host African varsity students. And then we have digital tech key to preserving Nigerians' culture. Okebukola ex-NUC boss. We will distribute palliative to PLWDs, widows, destitute, says Abia government. ASUPEP warned schools against using children as laborers. Abia releases timetable for council poll to use INEC voters, register, rule out beavers as local government election hold in November 2nd. PDP wins 17 local governments in Enugu. Anambra local government poll, Soludo drums support for APGA. Get the full gist of those headlines on page 10 and page 11 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Moving on, I have Akwa Ibom at 37 and pledges to reshuffle cabinet at appropriate time. Alleged impersonation, APC threatening to arrest Okoja others. Says Amawule, 26 River lawmaker, can't deny membership of APC. Bayelsa government to address shortage of magistrate court hall. And then we have International Peace Day, also call for actions to nurture global tranquility. And hails Akwa Ibom Assembly over amended TRC law. Borno flood spending, Serap call for probe. Governor commences fumigation of Maiduguri. Labour tackles Huawei technologies over alleged poor working condition. Benue Superb trains caregivers, others to improve learning. Rotary Club of Omole Golden Rightmate Technologies train 100 students in AI. Kwara local government poll, Kwasiek chairman declare APC winners. Get the full gist of those headlines on page 12 and page 13 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Yes, still on the headlines, we have poor government policy execution keep capacity utilization below 50%. That's coming from MAN. Dangote urges prioritizing local firms over foreign investment drive. Manufacturer charged on effective sustainable waste management. And then we have customer CMEDAN partners to ease SMEs cross-border trade. Enugu signed 40 billion naira MOU to revive moribund Sunrise flour mill. Then we have $3.5 billion business deal sealed at Indonesia African Forum 2024. Get the full gist of those headlines on page 16 and page 17 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Then we have Yahaya Bello and the EFCC. Why Tinubu should listen to our elder statesman. Get the full gist of the story on page 18 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Moving on. Yes, on the financial corner here, I have Lagos government Dangote refinery disagree over parks call-up system for trucks. Only Dangote has refused to join access system, says LAG. Lagos State deceive us on system. Dangote trucks already killing people. Lagos local government chairman call-up system commences today amidst disagreements. We are not yet on same page, says truck owners. And then we have Sterling Old co-finalized $50 million capital rise. Lag Dangote disagree over truck access control at Lekki corridor. Petrolon Energy inaugurates Future Leaders program. Get the full gist of those headlines on page 22 and page 23 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Yes, moving on, I have Yemi Cardoso first year at the CBN, a solid year of bold moves. Edo Okpebolo floor Ighodalo with 44,012 votes. Get the full gist on page 25 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. How Okpebolo floored Ighodalo with 42,012 votes. You can read it up on that page 26 there. And of course, I have Ifeajika flays Nwoko's outburst on Oborewori. And then we have Quality Healthcare. Delta Assembly Committee calls for collaborative actions. US-based Edo medical practitioners sensitize women on breast cancer. Odoji sues for peace in Delta as World Mark Peace Day. Association to hold South-South-Southeast Summit in November 29. Get the full gist of those headlines on page 29. And then now moving to the sports story for today. Yes, we have Enyimba zoom into group stages. Wing wizard Simon impresses against as Nazis battle to draw. Joshua hints at Dubois rematch as Hen confirms rematch clues. Boniface last minute winner for Bayer Leverkusen. And then we have Ogun State ready to stage best national sport festival ever, says Isiaka. NNL annual general meeting to hold in Bauchi. And then we have Haaland's score is 100 Man City goal equals Ronaldo's record. Zenith Bank Women's National Basketball League battle for final tickets hot up as second phase begin in two centers. And then we have Man City 2, Arsenal 2. Stones last gaps equalizer breaks Gunners' hearts. Get the full gist of those sports story on page 30 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. And of course, we have the results of the matches that happened over the weekend. Plateau United 1, and Tornadoes 2, Heartland is 0, Katsina United is 0, K-Pillar is 0, Raymond Stars 2, Sunshine is 0, A Warriors 0, Kwara United is 0, Ikorodu City is 0. That's for NPFL. For CAF Champions League, we have Esperance 3, Rangers 1, Asco 0, Joliba 1, Milo 2, SD Abidjan 1. Now for CAF Confederation Cup, we have Enyimba 3, Eloit Filante 2. For EPL, we have Brighton 2, Nottingham Forest 2, Man City 2, Arsenal 2. For La Liga, we have Getafe 1, Leones 1, Biabo 3, Celta Vigo 1, Villarreal 1, Barcelona 5, Valenciano 1, Madrid 1. And of course, for the Bundesliga, we have Leverkusen 4, Wolfsburg 3, Stuttgart 5, Dortmund 1, St. Pauli 0, Leipzig 0. For Serie A, we have Fiorentina 2, Lazio 1, Monza 1, Bologna 2, Roma 3, Udinese 0, Inter 1, Milan 2. And then for League 1, we have Monaco 3, Le Havre 1, Angers 1, Nantes 1, Brest 2, Toulouse 0, Montpellier 3, Osry 2, Lyon 2, and Marseille 3. Those are the results for the gameplay over the weekend. To know more about those stories, you can get the Punch newspaper for today, the Vanguard newspaper, any of the newspaper out there, and of course you get the detail of those headlines. And as regard the Edo election that took place over the weekend, how the parties stand, the results of each local government is also at the front page of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Yes, thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for always being there. That's all we can take for today on our newspaper headline on your darling radio station, Penradio. And of course, join us once again tomorrow at the same time, the same station. Till then, remember, do not let anyone stop you from having an amazing day. Enjoy the rest of your day ahead, and bye for now.
Your life, brought to you by the Nigerian Institute of Journalism. Join the conversation on all our social media platforms.